Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Sorry about the lighting in Michigan right now. Trying to find good lighting during the day to film is nearly impossible because we have had so many gray days. I live in West Michigan, and because of the lake shore, we get tons and tons of gray days in the winter. And it's very gray outside, and we have the lights on all the time. So I'm in my bedroom, like literally this close to the window to try to get enough light to film. But the reason that I am filming this video today is that my husband Jason and I have decided to do a no spend January. We have not done a no spend month in 2 years. Yes, 2 years. And it's just time. We periodically, usually once a year, we will do a no spend month. And just because of everything that's happened over the last 2 years, neither one of us felt like depressing ourselves even more and doing a no spend month, but we're ready. And one of the reasons that we do it is to save money, and then we generally will take whatever we save that month and put it towards something that we're either saving up for, or we'll take the kids to Great Wolf Lodge, or I don't know, any number of things we'll use the money for. And then the other reason that we do it is we treat it like a fast. So we treat it just like we would treat like a biblical fast. There's reasons for fasting, and one of them is for biblical fasting, obviously, it is to get closer to the Lord and not be distracted by other things. But in a no spend month, we treat it like a fast because it's like a good reset to not just spend money every impulse that you get, to just spend money whether you have it or you don't have it. Even if you have the money, it's a great thing to do to just like rein it in, have some discipline, and not whip out your money every single time you see something that you want. So I'm just going to be explaining how we do a no spend month. There's really not a wrong way to do it, but the point is always, whether it's a low spend month, a no spend month, the point is to curb your spending and to spend as little as you can in that month. So I made myself little notes so I would not be wandering all around and I would remember everything. But obviously, or maybe not so obviously, you pay all your bills. This isn't, you pay all your bills. That goes without being said. And then typically what we have done is the category that we save the most money in is our budget, or our grocery budget. So in years past, I will have gone through the freezers. I'll try to spend as little money as I possibly can on groceries. Just because of the current times that we're living in, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to deplete my pantry. I'm not going to deplete my freezer. I've worked hard to build up those things. But what I am going to do is I am going to go through my freezers and pantry and try to pick out those ingredients that have been sitting there a while that I just don't really want to use, stuff that would either go to waste or that I would give away because I just don't really care to use it. You know what I'm talking about. Like, you try something and you think you would like it, but you don't. I'm going to try to use up those ingredients first. I also am not going to be using anything out of my 6-month food storage. I've also worked very hard to build that up, and so that's not the point of this. But what I will be doing with our grocery budget is I'm going to plan out meals that are very simple ingredients and cheap meals to make, and I'm going to try to reduce our grocery budget that way. But what I'm not going to do is, and this kind of goes along with the second one, is I don't skimp on our Plexus products, our supplements, our vitamins. I don't do that because it's not worth it to save 1 month of money to risk your health. And so I'm also not going to be doing we're not going to be eating ramen noodles for lunch every day or stuff like that. It's not worth it to just eat crap food and feel like crap for a month to save money. So very, very simple ingredients, because I do like to cook and I can get into some recipes that have 15 ingredients and it's fun, but it's definitely not cheap. So those are the first two things that we're going to be doing. The next one, I always get pushback from people on when I say that we do this. So I'm going to try to explain it correctly. When I buy toiletries, and let's say I don't like them, okay? I don't toss them out. I save them with the intention of like using them up within a year. And I typically save them for a no spend month. If we run out of something, I try not to do any extra toiletries or anything like that during a no spend month. So let's say I don't have an extra deodorant sitting in the cupboard. I run out of deodorant. I'm positive I have a deodorant that I just didn't like that is in there that I could like wear for the rest of the month and it would be fine. I always get pushback from people, like they don't want to do that, and that's okay. I get it, but you know, I have dry shampoo that I try out and I just don't like it. It doesn't work. Is it gonna kill me to use that dry shampoo for the rest of the month versus going and spending 10 bucks at Walmart for the dry shampoo I do like? No, it's not gonna kill me. And when you do all of these little things, it really adds up to a nice chunk of money at the end of the month. And it's just like a good discipline in using the things that you have and not running to the store every single time you run out of something. But that does bring me into, I will also get asked, what do you do when, let's say you run out of something and then you just push it to the next month? Then isn't your grocery bill or your household bill, isn't it going to be budget? Isn't it just going to be more the next month? And no, it's not. That's not how I do it. We try to use up the stuff that we have in the house. Now that item, like let's say you run out of ketchup, okay? That will go on next month's grocery list, but I'm not gonna buy 2 ketchups to make up for it. I'm just gonna buy my food for the next month. So same thing with, let's say you run out of light bulbs, okay? I'm gonna try not to buy light bulbs until the next month when I would need to buy them anyway. So is it gonna kill me? Like my vanity has four lights in it. Is it gonna kill me if 1 or 2 of those light bulbs go out for the rest of the month? No, it's not. So it's just like little stuff like that where you realize that you don't have to go purchase something, even if you're out of it, right? Like you can do without, and it's usually like the disposable stuff. So if I run out of napkins or paper towels or paper plates, if I run out of any of that stuff, then I'm not going to be using it for the month. So if I push that off to the next month, I would purchase that anyway the next month. Does that make sense? Because I often will get asked, well, isn't your grocery bill just bigger the next month because you've like, you know, not bought all of this stuff? And the point is to find a replacement that you already have in your house, and then not go hog wild the next month. So the last thing that I'm going to mention, we don't do any eating out. We don't have, like in our budget, in our monthly budget, we don't have a miscellaneous category for the month, for a no spend month. We don't have an eating out budget for a no spend month. Those are 2 things that we feel like those are always extras for us. Those are not necessities. And we're trying to only buy necessities for the month of January. But what we will do, which kind of makes it more bearable, is we will save up restaurant gift cards to be used for a no spend month. So we have a bunch of Chick-fil-A gift cards. People, my husband's a pastor, people are very generous and give him gift cards like to say thank you at Christmas time, which I personally love because we don't really go out to eat that much. And so when we get restaurant gift cards, that's a wonderful gift to us. So I save all of those, and then we strategically plan out when we're going to use those. And it will be typically more convenience type things, so, because that's when we tend to eat out, is when we're away from home and can't make a meal at home. So that just makes the month more bearable. Although I will say, the one eating out that I allow us to do, like we've done a no spend month like during baseball, softball season one time, and I pack a ton of food for like, I can't even imagine how much money we would spend if we ate out during baseball, softball season, because we're never home for like 6 days out of the week. And it's like always at meal times or whatever, so I pack a ton of food. But I do allow us to do Little Caesars pizza, because quite frankly, I can't make a pizza at home with the ingredient. Like, it still costs me $5 to make a pizza at home. So I do let us do that one if we need any sort of like convenience food for the month. We will do that like once, maybe twice. And then I'm just really diligent about packing all of our snacks, packing all of our lunches if we have to be out of the house, that sort of thing. So that's how we do a no spend month. I would love to hear your questions or your comments if you've ever done a no spend month. It's just a really good discipline to do. And if you heard my kids groaning from your house, you wouldn't be wrong, because they absolutely hate it, because we say no to everything, like no to spending, no to everything. But it's good for them too, to know that we just don't go out and spend money, you know. Even when we have it, it's not a good practice to just go out and spend all your money. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think down below, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.